First DevOps, Driving India's Digital Revolution at Scale by Mr. Abhishek Hiremath at Senior Solution Engineer at HashiCorp. Can we have a big round of applause for Mr. Abhishek? With over 19 years of experience guiding organization through digital transformation, Abhishek Hiremath is a senior solution engineer at HashiCorp. He specializes in helping businesses transition from traditional data center operation to modern multi-cloud infrastructure. Prior to HashiCorp, he held key roles at VMware and HP, bringing deep expertise in cloud, infrastructure, and enterprise technology to drive innovation and operational efficiency. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, everyone. I hope you guys are not bored. This is too bright here, man. So, I'm not here to talk whether you should be adopting the cloud or, you might be in that journey, right? So it's all about how to do cloud right. So today I want to share some of the challenges most of the enterprises face. I mean, we've been talking to a lot of customers. We go through that journey, right? It's more about sharing our experience with you and how we can help solve with a proven approach to infrastructure and security lifecycle management, right? So that's what we're going to focus upon today. So as you know, cloud adoption has been nearly universal. What we have seen is 94% of the enterprises are using it today. 88% see measurable value. The interesting fact is only 20% achieve the full return on investment that they could promise, right? So that's a big gap that is missed as an opportunity. So our goal is today is to show you how HashiCorp can help you close this gap and unlock the full value of your cloud investments. So let's take a step back. What happened a decade ago? The race was to the cloud. It was all about speed. Who gets there first, right? And how can we get there? So that was the journey over a decade ago. We all made it. And now we are facing new challenges. We are trying to figure out how to navigate the roadblocks and how to make sure that we are faster to the market, right? There are a lot of things that are slowing us down today, and we're going to touch upon some of the elements. So what we see is, the fragmented tools and the lack of automation are still a reality for 62% of the companies, which are causing critical delays. At the same time, there are about 75% of the organization that report security breaches from misconfiguration, which is eroding the trust and compliance of the users. Last but not the least, the inefficiencies coupled with lack of standardization are also wasting about 32% of the cloud budgets annually, which is a lost opportunity. And these research have been put together with various agencies out there. So we are pretty sure on some of these numbers, and this is what we see as a ground reality. So let's take one more step back. What happened when that cloud adoption journey started? For years, organizations have focused heavily on the application lifecycle, which is to building, deploying, and then monitoring for performance and reliability. And that has worked for a while. We've been doing it. We have done it. It's the same process, right? That has worked. The process was very straightforward. You developed application, pushed them live, and then monitored. But the infrastructure and security were often treated as afterthoughts in the application value chain, rather than as a foundational elements of success. These were not tightly integrated. While this fragmented approach may have allowed allowed teams to get faster to the market with application launches, but it also introduced delays, security vulnerabilities, and operational challenges. So without proactively integrating the infrastructure and security lifecycle management, customers have struggled in the overall cloud infrastructure journey. So here we are. We want to help our customer do cloud right, because cloud success isn't just about adoption, right? It's about leveraging it strategically. So through years of working with global organizations, we have found two critical keys to cloud success. The first is streamlining workflows across the entire application lifecycle to eliminate the silos and inefficiencies. Secondly, connect your teams and processes on a unified platform, ensuring collaboration and security at every stage. So with HashiCorp, these keys are embedded in our every stage of our cycle. We allow your teams a standard set of tool sets that will help them accelerate innovation and maximize return on investments. So let's imagine, right? Imagine an application chain where every component, application, infrastructure, security, and monitoring works seamlessly together. So infrastructure and security are no longer afterthoughts, but are actually unified and automated and streamlined along with your operations, which indirectly strengthens the security at heart of the application value chain. And this also frees up your teams to deliver on high focus value added services. So the foundation of the foundation is to do the cloud right. So what is it, right? The infrastructure as a cloud brings this vision to life. So it provides a unified platform to manage the full life cycle of cloud infrastructure, and as well as security resources across the environments. So by standardizing your workflows and establishing a single system of records, it ensures a seamless lifecycle management across the clouds, be it hybrid, on-premise, any environments, right? You have a standard set of application tool set. So this unified approach eliminates the silos connecting fragmented systems or the organization, so they can operate with consistency and control. So the infrastructure cloud provides your team with approaches and solutions, whether you're leveraging our HashiCorp cloud platform, or you're deploying through our self-managed enterprise offerings, or using a hybrid combination. HashiCorp enables organization to adopt consistent automated approach that scales across the team's environment and use cases. So our infrastructure side, we have Terraform, Packer, Waypoint, Nomad, which standardizes provisioning, orchestration, and automation while ensuring consistency on how infrastructure is deployed and managed. On the security side, we have Vault, Boundary, and Console, which unify access management, secret governance, and network security while enforcing centralized policies and eliminating security gaps. So by taking this approach, now customer can move away from chaotic ad hoc operations to an automated, governed, and scalable architecture, which reduces cost, improves the developer velocity, and as well strengthens the security. So this is how the organization can turn around the cloud complexity into a competitive advantage for themselves. So adopting this modern approach, which is our infrastructure cloud approach, it drives digital transformation, so you can unlock new opportunities and achieve meaningful business outcomes. You can more effortlessly address inefficiencies that we've been seeing in the cloud adoption, mitigate the risk, and drive innovation to create a competitive advantage that helps you outpace the market. Beyond our solution and benefits they bring in, we are committed to helping you do the cloud right. And from our ecosystem, we've been very broad. We've been in the industry for over a decade with over 500 million plus downloads. We have about 4,800 odd customers, and we are still growing. And 25% of the top 2,000 global customer do use our solutions in and out, day in and day out to streamline their foundation for managing infrastructure and security at scale. And not only that, we have a broad partner ecosystem. HashiCorp is built to integrate seamlessly with over 1,000 plus partners. We work closely with all the major cloud providers, key ISVs, global customers, so on and more, right? And there are about 3,000 odd integration that we support today. So everything we discussed or a short presentation was leads to this, which is infrastructure as a cloud, which is powered by HashiCorp cloud platform and our enterprise self-managed capabilities. So the cloud transformation isn't just about new technologies here. It's about solving the real challenges, boosting operational efficiencies, reducing risks, and maximizing return on investments. Oops. So with that, thank you for your time. It was a quick one. We are at the booth, happy to take any questions, go through our journey with you. Thank you all.
We are using Terraform to manage our infrastructure. So I just want to know, so security is a separate part, or is there a Terraform provider for security? Like, can we use security as a provider in our existing infrastructure as a code?
So there are two things that we are talking. I'm sorry, I did not get your name.
Avinash from
Avinash,
MSCI.
thanks for the question. Good one. So look, we have a broad set of portfolio and tool sets that we address or tackle certain problems. So when it comes to security, we have a portfolio of Vault, Console, and Boundary. Vault is a Swiss Army knife when it comes to secret management, application key lifecycle management, certificate management, encryption as a service. Everything is baked into one of the tool sets. So from a question standpoint, I just want to understand, when you say security, what is the problem statement you're trying to attack?
Like you said, you are providing Vault kind of services, right?
Yeah.
So Azure is already providing Key Vault.
Yeah.
And we are storing there itself. So how is it different? Like, it would be good if there is a provider for security in Terraform, so that it could be quite handy. Otherwise, we will have to go to Key Vault, store there, and then we will have to pull it in our Terraform code itself.
So a lot of customers go through this journey, Avinash. A very interesting question. What we are talking about is, how do you manage security at scale? Now, today, let's say, what happens if you do Azure key management? It's a siloed solution, right? For AWS, you might use AWS key management solution, and so on and so forth. But how do you do it at scale? Let's say you want to bring in a common platform, and you want to address across, agnostically across the cloud platform, irrespective of what platform you use, right? That's where the Vault comes in. You can use the Vault for key management, certificate management, secret management. Everything goes through Vault, and it can integrate with any of the cloud providers, addressing your problem statement. So Vault, to come back to your question, Vault can integrate with Terraform and address your pain points. Hope that gives you some clarity.
Yeah.
Thanks. Any other questions?
So hi, this is Siddharth from our group.
I see that.
Yeah, we are already into AWS Cloud, and our IAC or infrastructure as code is currently Python Troposphere. So we are planning to move some part or some projects of the code to Terraform. So is it like without completely divulging into the HashiCorp cloud group or space as such, can we get some kind of support for this migration?
Probably we can evaluate Siddharth. We have something called as, we have a capability called, I don't want to go too technical deep, but happy to take your questions. But Terraform has something called as import. So I'm able to import the resources that are provisioned outside of Terraform, bring them under the hood of Terraform and manage it going forward from a lifecycle standpoint. Very much possible.
Okay, yeah, thanks.
Yeah. Look, we are an open API, right? Anything we can do with API, we are able to integrate and achieve those use cases.
Sure, and I suppose it will also support the CI/CD pipeline for
Yes.
Circle CI as well?
Yeah. So many of our customers do use CI/CD pipeline and integrate Terraform, Vault as part of their complete chain to address various or tackling different pain areas.
Sure, thank you, thanks.
Great question, thanks. I think someone raised a hand there. I think I'll take one last question, but I'm available at the booth and happy to discuss. Great. So I'll be at the booth. See you there. Come and say hi. We're happy to connect and talk to you. Thanks.
Thank you so much for the insightful session. I would like to call upon stage Mr. Vivek Parihar, Head of Engineering at purple.com, to do the honors. Can we have a big round of applause?